Good morning, good morning, good morning, you early birds, you. Welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. Today is Wednesday, April 19th, 2023. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Good morning. Let's start today off with a blessing. Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us, the collective, a blessing for this Wednesday. A blessing just for us. We get the blessing of acceptance. Every part of you is equally worthy of love. Accept yourself as you are, and this will be a blessing unto yourself and others. If you wish to see the truth of the matter, hold no preference either for or against a particular outcome. Just be the love that you truly are. Namaste. Good morning, y'all. Let me read this again. This is asking us to accept ourselves as we are. Open your hearts and minds. Accept you. Love you. Listen to this blessing. A blessing of acceptance. Every part of you is equally worthy of love. Accept yourself as you are, and this will be a blessing unto yourself and others. If you wish to see the truth of the matter, hold no preference either for or against a particular outcome. Just be the love that you truly are. Namaste. Good morning, and happy Wednesday, you early birds. It is 12:21 a.m. on this glorious Wednesday morning, and tomorrow, y'all, is 4:20. So if you partake, and be aware of all the things that are happening tomorrow in the universe. We are having a full solar eclipse tomorrow. This is the beginning of the change. All the change that I have been talking about for the last couple of weeks starts tomorrow. Tomorrow is the starting gun. All of this revelation will continue, and it will be amped up. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. All right. First things first, like I said on Monday, Dominion settled. Dominion settled. I hoped that they would that they would at least make Fox News have to say something, but no, that did not happen. So my prediction was correct. Dominion did settle. Unfortunately, Fox got off scot-free. They don't have to admit to any wrongdoing, but they paid over $500 million, so almost $500 million. But I mean, the only people who get anything out of this is Dominion. We are still left with a news group that is a bunch of flat out bald-faced liars, and I just have to say it like that. So there you go. Dominion settled. Fox basically won. They get to continue lying and pretending like they never did anything wrong. My hope is that that everybody else just calls them the liars that they are. That's my hope. But I mean, it's up to us, guys. We could destroy Fox News. All you got to do is turn your television off. Literally. You want to destroy mainstream media? Stop watching. They need you to watch commercials. They need you to watch their channel. They need you spending hours of your time, wasting your time watching them. You want to know how to take a platform down? Stop watching. Period. Turn your television off. Stop watching. And when you go into spaces where Fox television is on, complain. Make them change the channel or make them turn it off. You know? There you go. You doctors' offices everywhere complain. Make them change the channel. Make them turn it off. Public spaces. Put it on something else. Use your voice. Use your power. It's time for us to stand up. I'm going to keep saying this until we decide what we're going to stand up for. Everything coming down the pipe is going to knock us over. So it's time to dig your heels in. Find what it is that you're passionate about and jump on it, because it's time. All right. My first question is from Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl says, the police that killed Jalen Walker will not face charges. Did any or all of the police plant the gun at the scene? Now, I don't know what this case is about. Hold on. My cards are messed up. I don't know what this case is about. I didn't look it up beforehand. And again, guys, understand, if you're new here, I do not watch television. So all of these questions are questions from the viewers. All of these reads are ice cold. I don't, unless it came across YouTube and I happened to catch it on something, it's like Colbert or Saturday Night Live, I don't know anything about it. So these are all ice cold reads. So if you would like to ask a question, understand, I'm not coming in here prepared. I'm not coming in here with already written down answers. Every one of these is an ice cold read. All right. Beautiful Girl says, the police that killed Jalen Walker will not face charges. Did the police plant the gun at the scene of whatever happened to Jalen Walker? Tarot, please speak through me. Jalen Walker. Was the weapon planted by the police at the scene of the death of Jalen Walker? Here we go. Oh, first card out, we get death. Yes or no? Guys, no. No. Okay, here's the first card we got. We got the death card. This is saying that, this is what happened to Jalen Walker. He was killed. He was killed by the police. And we've got justice. So I don't know what happened to Jalen Walker. I have no idea. But as this question is written, the answer is no. The police did not plant the weapon on Jalen Walker. If there was a weapon found at the scene, that weapon was because Jalen Walker had that weapon. And that's all I can say. Like I said, I don't know anything about this. First card we get is death. And we get the Five of Cups looking at loss. The man lost his life. We get justice as the final outcome. This was a justified, if we got to say this was a justified shooting, this was a justified shooting. Like I said, any more information will come out about this shooting. If there was something underhanded, it will come out. If the police did something wrong, it will come out. But as Tarot is saying right now, this was justified. And there's no evidence that the police planted a weapon at this scene. All right. Next question is from Denny T. Denny wants to know. Denny says, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, wants to build an oil refinery. How will this go for him? And what response will big oil like ExxonMobil have? Again, I don't know nothing about this. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, wants to build an oil refinery. How will this work out? Okay, I don't know who Kevin O'Leary is, but I'm assuming he's some rich muckety-muck if he can afford to build an oil refinery. So, Kevin O'Leary, will your oil refinery building project be successful? We got a bunch of jumpers here. Here we go. Kevin O'Leary, will your project of building an oil refinery be successful? Come on, Tara. Oh, okay. All right. First part of the question. Now, Kevin O'Leary is fighting an uphill battle about getting this done. Now, he wants to build this oil refinery to ensure that he is not ever impoverished. But there's a whole lot of stuff that is out of balance with this. He is going to at first suffer a whole lot of loss behind this. Maybe this is the money getting it up. Maybe this is all the barriers that he's going to have to cross. And what I'm feeling is that these barriers are barriers that are going to be put in place by ExxonMobil, trying to slow his roll. Because if he is successful in building an oil refinery, that's competition to big oil and gas. Big oil and gas don't want that. Now, here's the answer. Kevin O'Leary is going to find a modicum of success in what he's doing. I don't know why he's doing what he's doing, but in the end, it is actually going to help the American people at large. This is us, guys. So whatever Kevin O'Leary is doing, this is kind of like a backdoor, and he's not doing it by himself. He's in cahoots with somebody else. This is a way to try to stick it to big oil. This is a way to try to bring oil prices down, to introduce a lot of competition right here. Good on you, Kevin O'Leary. Good on you. So, Denny, yeah, Kevin O'Leary will be somewhat successful after facing some loss, because they are going to go after him to try to stop him. But he's got a partnership, and they are going after big oil, and they will have a modicum of success, and they will introduce this. This will help us in the end by showing big oil that they're not the only ones that can refine crude oil. There you go, Denny. Now, here's the second part of that question. Denny wants to know, what response will big oil like ExxonMobil have about what Kevin O'Leary is doing? How does big oil, ExxonMobil, feel about what Kevin O'Leary is doing? Okay, we got the Two of Cups again. Now we got the partnership. We got the lovers for Kevin O'Leary. Now we got the Two of Cups, which is another partnership. That's the first card out. And the fear of big oil is that they are going to lose money behind this. We got the Tower too. Big oil is not happy about this. Not happy at all. And you can expect for big oil to just be slinging all kinds of lawsuits. There's going to be lawsuits by ExxonMobil, Texon, Valdez, all of these big oils. Companies are going to start these crazy lawsuits on who can and can't refine oil. Yeah, they're going to go after Kevin O'Leary, guns a-blazing, to try to get him to stop what he's doing. Because as soon as people understand that they don't need big oil to make gas, that's going to be a problem for big oil. So there you go, Denny. Great question. Excellent question. Yes. Kevin O'Leary is going to build an oil refinery. He's going to have some success, and it's going to be a thorn in the side of big oil like ExxonMobil. My next question is from Pam Cakes, and this one I only heard of the other day. Jamie Foxx is in the hospital and not doing well. Pam's question is, how is Jamie Foxx? He is suffering from an aneurysm. And guys, if you know what an aneurysm is, it is literally a bubble in your blood vessel or an artery. And it's deadly. An aneurysm could be because of plaque buildup. But basically what it is a balloon that grows in an artery. And if that balloon pops, and usually it's either in the carotid or in the brain, and if that aneurysm, that little blood balloon pops, the person could suffer a stroke or die. Catastrophic. And it could alter somebody's life forever. So the first thing I want to say, because I love Jamie Foxx. I love Jamie Foxx. He is one of the most talented. Not only is he an actor, he is a singer. He is a talented musician. He is and he's brilliant. Okay? So, number one, let's all take a second. Let's take a tick and think. Just give good, healing, positive energy. Let's send freaking roto-rooters through his veins to clean out all the plaque in his arteries. Let us think good thoughts to scrub him clean, to keep him safe and happy. Because that's all we have to do to help each other, is to think good for each other, to wish good on each other, to take a second, inhale, exhale, and send a blessing to Jamie Foxx. Thank you, every one of you who just did that. Thank you. All right, here we go. How is Jamie Foxx doing? Tarot, please tell us what will be the outcome for Jamie Foxx. Will Jamie Foxx recover from his aneurysm? That is the question. Will Jamie Foxx recover from his illness? Will Jamie Foxx recover from his illness? Yes. He is going through it, though. This is his tower moment, and this could be devastating for Jamie Foxx. But guys, I did not get death, but we did get the tower. He is going through it right now. This is where he is. But here's our answer. Jamie Foxx will recover from this aneurysm, but this is going to be a hard time for him. This could be devastating for him. He'll live, but in that, he may have to learn how to do things differently. So again, y'all, let's pray. Let us pray. Let us pray for the complete recovery of Jamie Foxx. He is steadfast. He is not giving up on himself, but his life is going to change exponentially. Guys, please. He's going to need all the help that he can get. So, y'all, keep him in your thoughts. Keep him in your prayers. This man needs all the loving vibration, he needs all the love we can send him. All right. Pam's next question is about Barbara Lee. Pam wants to know, will Barbara Lee step in for Dianne Feinstein in the short term? I don't know if that's even possible, but I'll ask. I will ask. I don't know if it's legal, if it's possible, what can be done, but will Barbara Lee be appointed to stand in for Dianne Feinstein in the short term? Like I said, I don't know if this is even possible, but this is a question I was asked, and I will ask the tarot. Tarot, please tell us. Will Barbara Lee step in for Dianne Feinstein, at least in the short term? Here we go. Yes or no? And it's crazy. We got a whole bunch of no's, and then out of the blue, the sun comes in. So, guys, here we go. There is going to be some type. We got the Emperor, too. Now, this is California, so this would have to be Gavin Newsom. So let's see. Let's see what happens. We got a yes, though. We got a yes. So I'm not going to challenge Tarot. Tarot is saying there's a possibility. And we got the Sun. That's a big one. That's major arcana. So I'll say, yeah. Tarot is saying Barbara Lee may be able to step in and aid with what's going on with Dianne Feinstein. There you go, pancakes. The answer for that is yes. My next question is from Patricia Dawkins. Patricia wants to know, what will happen with Ralph Yarrow, the 16-year-old black teen who was almost fatally shot for the crime of ringing the wrong doorbell, for having a mistaken address. This little boy, and I gotta say it because 16 years old is a child. He wasn't breaking in the house. He rang the doorbell. And somebody figured that a black child ringing their doorbell was justification to shoot this child. Welcome to freaking America, y'all. Where people are so freaking scared that somebody ringing their doorbell warrants a gunshot. Welcome to freaking America. And that's not the only terrible thing, because the land of the gun and the home of the AR, because we had a whole birthday party that got shot up too. 16 is the word of the day. Sweet 16 birthday party. 15 kids got shot. Welcome to America, the home where the only qualification is that you're ignorant and own a gun. Welcome to America. I'm not going to sugarcoat this because this is disgusting. We live in a country where the people who are in charge of half of the democracy wants you to die, wants us to die, wants every single freaking baby born to die. And I'm going to say it because that's a fact. Because every day that they do not pass laws making it safer for humans to exist, while they make it hard for humans to exist while making it easy for the gun to exist. Every day that the NRA is lobbying these corrupt politicians into pretending like gun violence doesn't happen, like there's nothing we could do to stop it, while calling that every person in America be armed, wanting to arm little children, wanting there not to be any laws about who can carry a gun. Understand, I got to put this down because this is something that we have to discuss. Why does the GOP want the whole United States flooded with weapons of mass destruction? Why does the GOP want the United States flooded with weapons of mass destruction? Why does the GOP want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to have an assault rifle? Huh? Let's ask another question. Why is the GOP always wanting to put tanks, weapons of war, in city and local police ordinances? Because if you're following the bouncing ball, then eventually you'll get to the conclusion. They want everybody in America to have a gun. Why? So that when everybody goes crazy in this civil war that they are pushing, and you can only have a civil war if everybody's got guns and everybody's going to be out there pew, 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 shooting at each other. So what happens? What happens? You call for this civil war. You get the dumbest people. You get the people who do not care about their neighbors. You get the ones who are the most paranoid, and you arm them. And then you have all this political rhetoric. Those people are woke. Those people are your enemy. Those people think. Those people are a danger to you because they're not going to allow you to live in your fantasy. Those people are dangerous because they don't want you to worship a rich criminal. Those people are dangerous because they're trying to tell you to stand up for yourself and not give up your rights. No, the GOP wants the ignorant to kill the informed. And once the shooting starts, then they can enact. Oh, what is it called? Martial law. Complete control. Yeah, let's get them shooting at each other so that we can mobilize the military, militarize the police. And then you've got neighborhoods being patrolled by tank, where citizens have no freedom, where you have to have papers to travel. The Republicans are trying to take away all your liberties, all of them, to put you under complete subservience. And in the end, those who are poor, those who will not fight for themselves, will perish. That is the plan of the GOP. And if you can't see it, open your eyes. All right, y'all. Today's tea is a conglomeration. Let me see if I can remember. There's like 5 tea bags in here. And it tastes and smells amazing. This is Blue Butterfly, Perfect Peach, and Lemon and Ginger tea, all mixed up together. And it's actually like dancing on my tongue. It's wonderful. Guys, if you have not made a suicide tea, try it. Just take all your tea flavors, throw it in one cup, see what you come up with. This is lovely. Good morning, y'all. Thanks for having some tea with me. All right. What will happen? What will happen with Ralph Yarl, the 16-year-old boy, shot for ringing the doorbell? What will happen? What will happen to the man that shot him? Well, let's ask about Ralph Yarl first. Tara, please tell us. Will little Ralph, will this boy, will he recover? Will he recover? Yes. Ralph Yarl is going to recover from his injuries, but this is going to mark him for life. This is going to put a fear in him that he has never experienced before. This was terrible for this boy. This has changed his life. Not the fact that he got shot, because that changed his life. No, this changed his mentality. This was a loving, fearless boy. He was the child that any mother would love to have, a helper. And this is going to turn him, this is going to instill so much fear against people in this young man's life. This is going to cause him to withdraw from people, to be afraid. And this was a beautiful soul. He still is a beautiful soul, but his mind has been, he doesn't understand. How could you understand? Knock, knock, knock. I'm here to pick up my sister and brother, and boom, I'm in the back of an ambulance. I'm unconscious. I'm in surgery, fighting for my life, for doing nothing but knocking a door, trying to pick up my brother and sister. Ralph will recover, but he ain't gonna never be the same. This has changed him forever. Oh gosh, this has changed him forever. Because he can't, there's no way that you can make him understand, justify what happened to him. He didn't kick in somebody's door. He knocked on the door. He didn't try to force his way in. He knocked on the door. And a paranoid, racist piece of garbage took that opportunity to say, oh, I'm scared of a black person, and shot him unprovoked. And this fool is still walking around free. Why? Because he's white. And I'm going to say it just like that. I said it. He's walking around free because he's white. There was no justification of this. And the police are complicit. And if you live in the town where this happened, you should be in the streets protesting. You should be demanding that old piece of shit get arrested and put in jail. Why should he be able to enjoy the rest of his life when he tried to take it from a child? He should be sitting in prison where he deserves to be. I have no sympathy for a coward with a gun. I have no sympathy for cowards with guns. I have no sympathy for cowards, period. All right, let me calm down. Let me calm down. But this is ridiculous every doggone day. Every day. You see how much Black Lives Matter. Every day you see why we have to have parades that say Black Lives Matter. Because white kids don't get shot when they knock at somebody's door, even if it's the wrong damn door. White kids don't get shot half the time if they're kicking in somebody's door. They don't get shot. But a black child, black people, notoriously are always getting shot and killed, just trying to get help, just trying to knock on a door, just trying to exist in fucking public while being black. Excuse my French. I apologize. That was not necessary, but doggone it. They killing our babies like people eat potato chips. My next question is from Jose Me. Jose wants to know, will progressives ever gain power in the Democratic Party? Will progressives ever gain power in the Democratic Party? And the first thing that's coming to me is yes. And the face that I am seeing is Corey. Oh, what's his last name? Oh, y'all know which Corey I'm talking about. Anyway, Corey. That's what I'm seeing. Yes, I am seeing him rise to power. Tarot, tell us, will the progressives ever rise to power in the United States? First card out is a yes. We got Judgment. Yes, the Ace of Pentacles. And guys, this is something that is coming. This is coming. The final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the natural progression to this. Yes. America will become more progressive, not just the party, and progressives will rise into power. And this is going to be to the abject horror of the GOP, because that means that more people will be claiming that they are woke. They will be standing up for their rights. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up for your rights. We got to fight, y'all. We have got to fight. And y'all, if you are so inclined, let today be your Bob Marley day. Let today and tomorrow, 419 and 420, in celebration of the herb that frees the mind. Let us celebrate Bob Marley. Listen. Put Bob Marley on your Spotify. Just put down the Bob Marley playlist and just listen to Bob Marley for the next 2 days. It will help you. It will enlighten you. It will uplift you. And it will give you cause to want to stay in the fight for humanity. We need each other. We need each other to make sense of what is going on in our world. We need each other to come together, like-minded people coming together, putting our energy together to change the things that we can change. And guys, an energetic shift is what is on the horizon. An energetic shift is what is going to transpire tomorrow. Be ready. Be ready. Put on your armor. It is time. Change your mindset. Forgive yourself for your own shortcomings. And then promise to do better for yourself and for mankind. It is time for us to stand up. To stand up for our rights. They are going to attempt to take everything from us. the prices are going to continue to go up. Gas prices are going to continue to go up. There is going to be a forced shortage that is on the horizon, that is about to happen, that is coming right along with this red tide. Be prepared. Do not be a victim. Understand that the plan is to sabotage us, to make life hard for us, to take power from us and give it to the police and give it to the rich and give it to the politicians. It's time for us to stand up. It's time for us to stand together. But the answer, Jose, is yes. Progressives will gain power. Progressives will continue to increase in power. Jose's next question. Will Republicans be successful in dividing the black vote along gender lines now that the Republicans are courting black males? And guys, we got to talk about this, because this is part of this passport bros, this toxic masculinity, these men and this craziness that we're going through right now. All of these gender issues that we're going through right now. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put it this way. There are as many genders as there are stars in the sky. You cannot assign one person anything. And I say that because if there were only two genders, then there would not be intersexed people who are both male and female. Therefore, the whole gender freaking issue is moot, because nature doesn't make mistakes. Nature makes what is possible. It is possible for a person to be both male and female at the same doggone time. So as long as there is a word for it, and the medical terminology is hermaphrodite or intersexed person, which means they have the characteristics of both genders, possibly even you could have a vulva and a penis, or not a vulva and a penis. You could have a vulva and testicles, or you could have a penis and an actual vagina. Okay? So there is no way that anybody can say that there is just male and that there is just female. The one thing that we can say is that we got a whole lot of people who are trying to capitalize on fear. Okay? Because a lot of this crap could just go away. Number one, we could have bathrooms that are only one doggone bathroom. It has a door on it. It has a lock on it. That way it don't matter who goes in there. You go in the bathroom, you lock the door, you have all the privacy you need. There's no reason for us in the United States to have open stalls, creating victimization. Europe doesn't do that. You have a stall. Instead of just making a half door, make a full door. You want to stop victimization of people? Stop inventing ways to victimize them. You want to stop things? Let's start inventing things that prevent those type of things from happening. And then people's pronouns don't matter. If you just have a door that says bathroom, then everybody can stand in line and wait their turn. It ain't hard. They just want something to fight about. Okay? You want to cause all these issues and all of this hate and discontent. Again, sports, make every sport intramural. Period. If men and women want to compete against each other, allow them on an equal playing field. If the men win, they win. If the women win, they win. That way everybody's competing at their own level. And everybody can choose the sports that they want to compete in. But what we've got now is a whole bunch of men infiltrating women's sports to make themselves heroes or to get some type of acclaim. Let's call a thing, and let's call that thing what it is. Again, the group of people who have all the power now get to say that they're women and can crash women's spaces. You know, just because they can call themselves anything they want to. And you can. You can call yourself anything you want to. But then let's take all the rules down. Let's make all bathrooms single bathrooms with a full door. One person at a time. Or a mother could take her children to the bathroom. That way she can be in there with them and make sure that ain't nothing happening to them. Okay? There are things that we can do in society to stop things from happening. But just jumping on the bandwagon and wagging fingers and wagging tongues is not it. We need to fix the problem at the problem. Okay? And this is the thing. As far as these gender issues go, and I'm going to say this, and I don't care if people get mad at me or not, but if you are a transgendered person, I respect you for everything that you are. But if you are a transgendered person and that you are claiming to be the sex other than what is in your underwear, I mean, no, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there because I can't put a caveat on how somebody feels. That's not even right for me. I'm gay. Somebody can say I don't have the right to be gay, that I need to choose whether to be gay or straight. No, nobody has the right to tell me. The reason that I am is because of what happened to me. I was created. My gayness was created. Okay? So, and I know a whole bunch of people whose gayness was created. So, no, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon. I'm not going to become one of those. Everybody is entitled to be who they are intrinsically. And there are ways that nobody has to be victimized because of what somebody else's choice is. Put a full door on a bathroom. Make a bathroom a bathroom. Make it one at a time. Boom. There's your problem solved. And if you have to have a bank of toilets, then have a bank of toilets that all have an individual door and a full freaking wall. And then you don't have no problem. Put 3 extra pieces of wood. And every stall is now a fully enclosed toilet. And it doesn't matter who's in there because nobody can see what's underneath somebody else's clothes. There it is. All right, I'm going to jump off of that before I get myself in trouble. All right. But the question was, will Republicans be successful in dividing the black vote along gender lines? That's where I got off on toxic masculinity and these passport bros. Will the GOP be successful in dividing the black vote along gender lines with the Republicans courting the black male? Here we go. Will they be successful? They're gonna have some success. They're not gonna be as successful as they thought they would be, but they are going to have some success. Okay? But what they're gonna do is wake up a whole lot of other people. This is the downfall that's gonna happen. So it's a yes and no, Jose, on that question. Yes and no. Yes, they will find a niche, and no, it's not going to be a big thing. And it's just going to draw more light onto what the GOP is and the type of black male voter that actually is drawn to the GOP. Because it's a certain personality type. Here we go. Here's a good question. Will the Democrats be successful in ferreting out Republicans who run as Democrats and then switch parties? 3 more Democrats in Louisiana. 3 more people who ran as Democrats in Louisiana have just switched party to Republican. And I was talking about this on Monday. I think I got into a little heated argument about this. This is the problem. This is why you cannot worship people. This is why we have got to We have got to. This question is, will Democrats be successful in ferreting out Republicans who run as Dem? I said, I believe it was on Money where I said, we need somebody to make a list. We need somebody who is out there, who is good, who is interested in all these people running, who can do deep dives on these people and find out exactly who they are and what they stand for. Now you're seeing why that is so important. Again, I asked the question, how many people during these elections only vote for somebody because they have a D or an R behind their name, not knowing anything about that person? And this is how we get Republicans running as Democrats. Okay? It's going to keep happening. It's going to happen more. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. If they can do it, so can we. If they can do it, so can we. I just have to say that way. They don't have the lock on changing party. There's no law that says you can't do it. There's actually a law that says you can. You have the choice to change your mind about what political party you are on at any time. And that's how they're getting away with this. Democrats can do this as well. We are allowing people to infiltrate us because we don't care to do the work, to actually look at who these people are. This is on us. It's on us. This is not about the DNC. This is about us, you and me. Okay? Who we vote for, that's a personal thing. So if we're allowing ourselves to be duped by Republicans, that means we're not paying attention at all. That's on us. So if we want to change that, that's something in ourselves we got to fix. We can't keep pointing fingers, sitting on our butts, doing absolutely nothing, expecting somebody else to do the work. And then getting mad and upset when we get infiltrated by Republicans, when we voted them in. That's on us. Like I said, guys, that's $1 million idea. If you are so inclined, and if you are computer savvy and like to be nosy about people's what they're doing, put yourself a list together. Put the political list for dummies together, the voting list, so people can just go to your list and automatically see who's a real Democrat, who's a real Republican, what issues they are actually working on, and what they are just fluffing to get your vote. How much of a liar they are, how much of a thief they are, what kind of a con man they are, how much time they've served in prison. Do they beat their wives? Are their children taken care of? Are they freaking pedophiles? These are questions that we should be asking about every single person who represents us in any aspect of government. It's $1 million idea. Somebody take that idea and run with it. Help us. Help us to help ourselves, because people are too lazy to do the hard work. So there it is. There's a great idea for somebody who wants to be an instant millionaire. Political list for dummies. Take the guesswork out of voting. Boom. You're a millionaire and you're helping the country. So here's a question. Will Democrats be successful in ferreting out Republicans that run as Dems and then switch parties? Only if we get busy and do something. It's on us, Jose. It's on us. My next question is from Pam B. Pam wants to know, in 2024, will the Democrats win the House, the Senate? Will we have the House, the Senate, and the presidency in 24? Will the Democrats have the House, the Senate, and Congress in 2024? Here we go. Give us a yes or a no. There's our first yes. Here's our second yes. This, guys. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Here's our first and yet last yes. So yes, in 2024, the Democrats will have the House, the presidency, the Senate, and the House. A lot of folks are gonna die. There's going to be a lot of death. There is going to be a lot of endings, a lot of change. Okay, there's going to be some fighting. There's going to be some serious growing pains in our country over the next 2 years, guys. A lot of changes. 23 and 24 are going to be fraught with changes. But yes, in the end, the Democrats will have the House, the presidency, and the Senate in 24. But it is going to be contentious and it's going to be dangerous. We're going to be fighting. Okay? Prepare yourselves. Pam wants to know, does W.E.B. Du Bois or Frederick Douglass have any messages for black people at this time? W.E.B. Du Bois, people say. W.B. Du Bois or Frederick Douglass, do you have anything? Prepare to fight. Prepare to fight. Prepare to stand up. Prepare for things for black African diaspora people. Things are changing. There is going to be a war against us. Okay? It's already. Prepare. Stand up. Prepare yourself. Let go of pettiness. Educate yourself. That is the most important thing. And no fear. No fear. Speak your mind. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand strong. Stand in your faith and stand together. The word is family. Building your families, bringing your families together. Family. Family is the word. So, and that's not just the people who you were born into. Those are the groups that you create. Because if the family that you were born into rejects you, then you have to create your own family. Create your own family. But it is time for like-minded people to come together, to stand together, to fight together. It's time. That's the message. Prepare. Prepare to fight. Pam's next question. She says, as old racists die off, will the next generation of people be less racist? Yes. Yes. And that's because a lot of these children, the children who are born today are not born into Jim Crow. They're born into where we are now. Racism is taught explicitly. They're not born into Jim Crow. Their kids today aren't born when like in the 40s and in the 30s, where there was a delineation between the races, where even in kindergarten, black children and white children and Native American children and Mexican children were kept separate from each other. No. When a child is born today, a child goes to school, he's immersed with all aspects of humanity. Racism is specifically taught. Racism is taught from the pulpit. Racism is taught in the cradle. Racism is taught in the home. Okay? Racism is taught through mainstream media. But racism is taught in the home. And children are not born racist. Children are created. Racists are created. Children aren't born racist. Because if a baby is born to a black woman or a white woman, that baby does not know what color it is. That baby only knows that it needs somebody else to tend to it. And everything that goes into that child is put into that child by someone else. Okay, so racism is taught. Racism is taught. It's indoctrination. And yes, Pam, as these old racists die off, the next generation of children coming in are automatically less racist. Okay, there you go. The next question. They say that Lake Lenoir in Georgia is haunted. People feel hands and arms grabbing them when they're swimming in this lake. Pam wants to know, are these the spirits of the Oscarville black population? Oscarville, a black settlement that was flooded, buried underneath Lake Lenoir. And this is a history lesson. I need everybody to understand what happened right here in America. Okay, we want to talk about, everybody wants to say, oh, black people are lazy, that they don't have nothing because they never wanted anything, that we don't have neighborhoods because we never had them. That's a gone lie. After, when we were released from bondage and set on foot, turned out like cattle into this great United States that had no use for the black diaspora, for the African diaspora. They turned us out, walking down the street, half-dressed, barefooted, not knowing where to go, not knowing what freedom meant, not knowing where to get something to eat, not knowing where to stop to get a drink of water. And these white settlements made it illegal for us to stop on the side of the road just to take a break. No, you got to keep moving. Sundown towns. Don't let the sun go down on your black ass in this town. You will be lynched. You will be hung if your black behind is caught in this town after dark. So formerly enslaved people wandering the countryside, just trying to find a spot. And they find a spot that don't nobody else want, ain't nobody else around. They build a settlement, a thriving settlement. The white folks come in and say, we can't have this. It only takes one accusation from anybody to say a Negro did this to me. A Negro looked at me, did not step off the sidewalk or bow down to me, and a whole town get burned to the ground. A whole town is run off. All the men murdered, boys murdered, women forced to go back and work in the kitchens of white women. This is American history, y'all, and ain't none of this no cap. This is all truth. Why don't the black folks have anything? Because every time we built something, the white man came right behind us and destroyed it. Destroyed it. There are Lake Lenoirs all over America. There are black settlements that have been turned into lakes all over America. Now you know. All of these lakes that just popped up in the 30s and 40s. And all the black people just disappeared from where they were, right here in Nevada. Right here where I live. Same thing happened. Lake Mead is built on top of a settlement. Welcome to America. Welcome to America. Know your history and know why they are trying to change the history, because they don't want you to know how treacherous America is, while we go around the world telling everybody else how bad they are about their human rights violations. They don't want to talk about what America has done to its own. All right? And why is it just the black people that this happens to? That's the question you should be asking. Why? Why is it just the black people who are always trying to be eliminated? And that answer's coming. Keep looking up, y'all. That planet in the sky is called Nibiru. All right? The ancients are returning. The Nubians are coming back. And that's all I got to say about that. Be prepared. Be ready. Get your mind right. Educate yourself. Turn away from the things that you know don't serve you. Put down the things that are harming you. And pick up a doggone book and educate yourself. Believe in yourself and start working your magic. It is time. Your eye color is changing. It's time. Your skin color is changing. It's time. You are awakening. Things are happening inside of you that you have no control over. Be prepared. All right, here we go. Is Lake Lenoir in Georgia haunted by Africans, by the black people who were murdered and their town buried? Is Lake Lenoir haunted? Nope. Lake Lenoir is not haunted. Lake Lenoir is a gateway. Okay? That's not a haunting. That's a gateway. That's a portal. Lake Lenoir is built on a portal. There you go. Next question. Why aren't more chiefs of police speaking out on being gunned down, outgunned by criminals due to the Republicans worshiping the gun? This is part of the plan. Why aren't more police chiefs out there saying, hey, this is no good. We can't have all these guns in society. Again, this is part of the plan. They want all these guns in society. They want all these guns in society so that when things get out of hand, they can enact martial law. That is part of the plan, has always been part of the plan. You have seen them been trying to turn the United States into the wild, wild west for the last 20 freaking years. 20 years. More than that, actually. They have been trying to turn the U.S. into the wild, wild west. Have everybody having guns. Texas, people just gunning each other down. Street gangs having shootouts through towns. This is ridiculous. And the police not doing a doggone thing about it, but shooting black kids and Mexican kids who have nothing to do with the rest of this garbage. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to who the beast is. Pay attention to what the beast does. All right? Eyes wide open, guys. Eyes wide open. Why aren't more chiefs of police speaking out on being outgunned by criminals? Because that's a part of the plan. So that they can bring in all these ultra-militarized vehicles, assault weapons on the police. Police having all the power and the citizens having none. A police state. That's what they're going to try to do. Yeah. Gunning down citizens with guns. Starting a whole war. Making the United States a complete war zone, making the United States a third world country, destroying the fabric of America. And that's what's going on right in front of our eyes. Last question, guys. This one's from Rose Blue, and this is about that birthday party. Rose Blue says, 15 dead at a Sweet 16 party. Let me read that again. 15 people dead at a child's Sweet 16 party. That means 15 people are not seeing their babies come home and smile and say, hey, mama, no more. 15 babies ain't going to go to school tomorrow. 15 kids are not going to prom. 15 kids are not going to get married. 15 kids will never make their mom a grandma. 15 people no longer exist. Will an executive order now or in the next 31 days be enacted banning assault weapons. Will the United States stand up? And will anybody, anywhere in the United States, ban assault weapons? Will anyone in the United States in the next 31 days ban assault weapons? And guys, I got 2 yeses. Actually, I got 4 yeses. I'm going to remain hopeful. I am going to pray that somebody somewhere, some governor somewhere, some rogue judge somewhere says assault rifles are banned. If we can ban the birth control pill, we can ban an assault rifle. We got a yes. We got 4 yeses. Let's pray that someone somewhere is brave enough to say no more. This is ridiculous. All right, guys. I know that was... I ain't gonna leave y'all on that. I ain't gonna leave nobody on no babies dying. But this is what we have got to... This is what we've got to be aware of. Because it's right back to us. How much more of this are we going to take? How many days are we going to wake up, open our eyes, and look on YouTube and see more children dead? While the GOP stands there saying more guns, and there's nothing we can do about mass shooters. And let's give everybody a gun, whether they're crazy or not. Again, we have got to find what it is we are willing to stand up and fight for. Or else we're going to figure out real quick what's coming down the pipe to kill us. Because that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. We will be gunned down. All right? All right. So it's time for us to get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. I know there's another word in there. I think it's don't give up the fight. That is, get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. All right, y'all. I love you. The weather again, guys, a lot of us are going to be dealing with wind issues. Again, be aware, be prepared. Strong straight line winds are dangerous. Listen to your weather people and just step all the way outside and decide what you need. Keep your car packed for emergencies. Not a whole lot of stuff you need. You need some water, a tarp, some food, a change of clothes. Can throw all of that into one little duffel bag, throw it in the back of your car, and you are good to go for the summer. All right? I love you. I love you. Again, guys, we are with this solar eclipse. We've got a strong pull. We've got solar flares still going on. So there's a lot of activity in the atmosphere. Be prepared for this. The eclipse is going to start. It's going to open Pandora's box. Let's just put it that way. A lot of things are going to start to happen, and things are going to happen quickly. Time is going to act like it's running a marathon. Be prepared for this. Inhale, exhale, ground yourself and hold on. It's going to get crazy. But this is the time where you've got to know yourself. You've got to know who you are and exactly what you are willing to live and die for. All right, y'all. I've got availability. If you would like a reading with me, I still got my $50 special going on. That $50 special is a 1 hour reading, and you can either get a sachet and a room spray, or just sachets, or custom order it however you would like to do that. All right. And it's not a big deal. So I got a lot of availability open. So if you would like a reading from me, psychictanya9@gmail.com. If you would like a sachet or a room spray, if you need some extra magic in your life, again, psychictanya9@gmail.com for all your inquiries. And you can look on my community page for a menu of services that I offer. I love you. I love you. I love you. Happy Wednesday, you early birds. Namaste.